The date was August 24th, 1924. The place: a Long Island Railroad station in New York. Passengers were boarding. Train conductors were helping people move quickly before departure. One passenger began running toward a moving train. He was carrying a small package wrapped in newspaper. Railroad employees saw him struggling to board. One employee pulled from inside. Another pushed from behind. The passenger made it onto the train. But, in that split second, the package fell. No one knew what was inside. It hit the ground and exploded. Inside the package were fireworks. The blast rattled the station. Shock waves spread down the platform. And, far away from the explosion, a large coin-operated scale toppled over. It struck a woman named Helen Palsgraf. She had not helped the passenger. She had not touched the package. She was simply standing on the platform. And suddenly, she was injured. It seemed like a freak accident. But what happened next changed negligence law forever. Because Helen Palsgraf sued the railroad, and she argued the railroad caused her injuries. But the railroad asked one powerful question: how could they be responsible for harm they never saw coming? And soon, one of America's most famous judges would answer that question, with a ruling still debated a century later. Moved through New York courts, and the legal issue became much bigger than one train platform, because this wasn't only about fireworks or a falling scale. It became about a foundational question: when does negligence legally begin? Helen Palsgraf argued the railroad employees acted carelessly. They helped push and pull a passenger onto a moving train. That caused the package to fall. The fireworks exploded. The explosion caused the scale to topple. And the railroad should be liable. Simple enough. But the railroad disagreed. Their argument was powerful. The employees had no idea the package contained fireworks. The package looked harmless. Nothing about it suggested danger. And Helen Palsgraf was standing far away. The railroad argued, even if employees acted carelessly, they could not reasonably foresee this chain reaction. And that word, foreseeability, became everything. The lower court sided with Palsgraf, but the railroad appealed. Then the case reached New York's highest court. And that's when Judge Benjamin Cardozo stepped in. Cardozo was already known as one of the sharpest legal minds in America, and his opinion would define negligence for generations. But another judge sitting beside him saw the case completely differently, and their disagreement still shapes lawsuits today.